This is E-Man Booze. A couple of weeks back, I reviewed these here TOPO Distillery vodka and gins on YouTube. So if you missed those reviews, go on back and check them out, because I show you all the real neat equipment these fellows are using to make these sensational spirits. The vodka's off the hook, and I don't even like vodka, but I can tell you, I like this one. The gin is equally stunning. But today, we got to get into the Carolina whiskey. This is the white whiskey, also known as the Moonshine. And then after we nose that up and taste it, we got another little special treat, because they sent me just a little bit of the aged whiskey. When they take this and put this here in the barrel for a bunch of time, they get an aged spirit. And they're getting ready to release it tomorrow to the press, to a couple of the culinary intelligentsia down there in Chapel Hill, and some of the other fine folks in the media. So we're going to get into this one. I poured some in the glass just a few minutes ago, and it's coming out of the glass right now. I can smell it from up here. And what makes TOPO stuff so interesting is that, or TOPO, let me say TOPO. It's a lot easier for me to say TOPO than TOPO. It stands for top of the hill, okay? But I'm saying TOPO because I can't say TOPO or whatever. It's TOPO. What makes a spirit so unique is that they're using organic grain, and it's sourced from within 100 miles of the distillery. So they say 100 miles grain to glass. Perfect. And organic. All right, let's get a nose up into here, see what we're smelling. Now for this shine right here, this is the only thing they use is the wheat. They're not using any other grain. So it's very interesting on the nose compared to a lot of your other moonshines, which may have a corn-based note, and sometimes a little bit of rye spiciness, or sometimes a real fresh, like a buttery corn note, or even something kind of neutral, like a sugar shine, where it smells almost like a rum. This is totally different. This has got a wheat, a real nice cereal grain to it, and so you pick that up off the wheat, and then you get a few little things like almost like a very subtle caramelly, a toffee-ish type of butterscotchy, almost a little bit of that in the nose there. And you can pick up some of the herbaceousness from the grain too, which I like. It's just this ever so slight vegetal quality, but in a real good way. And it's not real prolific now. You got to really dig down in it to get to it, but it's in there. It's just a lot of cereal goodness. Kind of reminds me of when you stick your head into a box of some really good cereal. You know, it's got that weedy-ness to it, and I like that. It's kind of bright. It's got a little bit of almost like a few little spice tones in there, but kind of almost muted too. It's fascinating. You don't come across too many moonshines like this, but heck, it's a unique spirit, and I think it's well worth trying. Let's give it a taste and see what we think here. Notice some of the heat here. Now, what is this boy here? Girl, whatever you want to call her. Him, her. 42%, 84 proof. Not real hot, but nice. You pick it up, but the most important thing is the flavor that you're getting here is the goodness of the grain. It's all the wonderment and all the wheat tones. And you got to remember now, when they distill the wheat to make this here, they don't distill it to a high of a proof that they do for this stuff. So this stuff here, heck, it's distilled so high, it strips out a lot of the flavor, even though they figure out a way to get that flavor in the vodka, which is remarkable in itself. This one here has got even more of the grain note to it, because it don't get distilled above 160. And that's important, because anything that's going to become eventually whiskey, you got to make sure it's distilled to less than 160 proof. So that's what they've done here. Let's give it another taste. Got this great sweetness on it. It's got almost like a little bit of a citrusy brightness on the back note. I can't quite put my finger on it. Ever so slight tinge of something like, no, almost like maybe like a little bit of let me see here again. I'm all confused. This is a confusing one right here, but I like it nonetheless. It's almost like a little bit of cardamom or something. And I know that's something you find more in gin. But there's something in there that just reminds me of that. Real fresh, real bright. Now, let's see what happens when you put it in the barrel for a while. And I forgot to ask them what kind of barrels they're using. But they're keeping it in there for a while. And I forgot to ask them how long. It's probably like 3 to 6 months, maybe a year, something like that. Maybe 2 years. We gonna find out. Woo! Beautiful citrus note jump right at me. Just like a fresh squeezed lemon. And then all that barrel char you get. And the vanilla notes. Little bit of spiciness. Like cinnamon tones. Be a little nutmeggy notes in there. Oh, that's wonderful. And there's almost there is a fruitiness in here, like a, I want to say something like a little bit of a pear note, maybe an Asian pear or something. On the riper side. Let's taste this one. Wow, that's great. That's picking up a lot of the barrel expression. Now I'm getting all the things like the fennel, anise, licorice tones. They jumping in the mix. The sweetness is good. You got the brightness, the spice edge to it, the char tones, a little bit of honey notes. Definitely the pear still coming through in the nose here. I love it. I love it. There's something that harkens back to that cereal note that you taste in the unaged spirit that keeps coming back. And it's a testament to their ability to get the flavor out of the grain through doing the right things in the distillation process. I can't wait till this is available on the market, and it ain't yet. But we're going to look forward to definitely getting ourselves a bottle. So check these guys out online, TOPODistillery.com. Check me out, E-Man Booze. You can find me on YouTube, obviously. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and MainStreetDistilleries.com. We wrote the Distillery of the Month column for Topo. Was it last month or the month before? One of them. No, I think it was just this last month. So got a whole nice article with a bunch of questions and answers and some real neat photos of their equipment. So go to MainStreetDistilleries.com and check all that out. And get yourself all these spirits when you get a chance, and then be on the lookout for the whiskey. Bye, you all.